A very good morning, one and all. A very good morning, one and all. Today, we have Mr. Harish Hachan with us. We can say an multidisciplinary personality and exclusively and majorly focused on entrepreneurship development. So I welcome Mr. Harish Hachan on behalf of Institutions Innovations Council and the Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, Dayan Sagar College of Engineering. Mr. Harish, an entrepreneur, a mentor, coach, public speaker, and a visionary. A Vedic student and practitioner since 31 years. He did his engineering from Malnad College of Engineering, Hassan, and his master degree in digital signal and image processing from Coventry University, UK. He has Six Sigma Belt certification from IIMB in entrepreneurship. He worked at Kalki Communication Technologies and GE Healthcare. He is director consultant at BNI Bangalore and IT consultant for Karnataka Chitrakala Parishad. He is currently promoting 5+ businesses in software, training, business, consulting, ITES, and food industry. Kalya Technology Innovation Private Limited, Success Formula One Consulting Private Limited, Success Enablers Private Limited, Success Maharaja Wada Private Limited, Pune, or his ventures. He is an investor and has invested in 2 startup companies. He has 5 international publications in image archival, medical image processing, mammography imaging, and diabetic retinopathy. His passion and mission is to impact 1 million people through coaching in success principles, promoting entrepreneurship and spirituality. It's our immense pleasure. Once again, a warm welcome and a very good morning to Mr. Hari Session on behalf of the management, the principal, the head of the department, and all our faculty members, and on behalf of all our student friends. A very good morning, one and all. One and all, I hand over the session to Mr. Harish. Sir, please.
Thank you very much, Dr. Shivkumar. It's a pleasure for me to address today the students of Dayanand Sagar College of Engineering, Electrical and Electronics Communication Department. Thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity. Okay. We'll start off with knowing each one of you. I will just start with a quick poll. I want each one of you to introduce yourself. Just use that poll and introduce yourself. Just 10 seconds. Let us see how many of you are students, faculty, entrepreneur, and others. Those who want to become an entrepreneur can also select entrepreneur as an option. Okay, wonderful. I'm going to end the poll. 3, 2, 1. These are the results, if you can see, right? 97% of them are students and 3% faculty members we have. Thank you so much for participating. Let us begin. So Dr. Shivkumar, you can just press this arrow button so that we will see the complete screen.
Okay, sir.
And you can give me controls. Yeah.
Yes.
Here. Right side, one arrow you can see. You just click that.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Not that one, not that one. At the scroll, you can see near that combined files, a small arrow is there. If you can click that, it will go off. Otherwise, can I share the screen? You can stop sharing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll do it, sir. I'll do it because that would be better for you.
Okay, each one of you can see the screen. You can just type in the chat window, yes. Okay, great. We'll start off by understanding what exactly. First of all, I would like to thank 3 people for giving the opportunity. Dr. Shivkumar, Faculty Coordinator, Dr. Usha P, Head of the Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering at Dayanand Sagar of Engineering, and Dr. CPS Prakash, who is the Principal of Dayanand Sagar College of Engineering. Thank you so much for this opportunity. What are you going to learn today? You are going to learn about why entrepreneurship. Why should you become an entrepreneur? Entrepreneurship mindset, entrepreneurship models, entrepreneurship methods, super fast business building technique, and I'm going to talk about success formula blueprint, finding your life purpose. So quick introduction, already Dr. Shivkumar has given, but let me share a quick introduction. I'm Harish, a visionary engineer, researcher, entrepreneur, mentor, coach, and a public speaker. I'm a father of 2 lovely kids, husband to a lovely and caring wife, only son to my super parents, and I live in Bangalore. I love movies, music, playing chess, carom, football, and cricket. I'm a Vedic student and practitioner since 30 plus years. I love meditation and I do the same on a daily basis. This gives me my spiritual strength. After working for a few years in artificial intelligence and medical imaging, I'm enjoying my entrepreneurship journey since 2002 and currently running 10 plus businesses. My mission is to help millions of people lead a successful life, and my current goal is to create 50,000 entrepreneurs and 1 million jobs by 2022. Let me start with the Rocky story. How many of you know about this story? Just type in the chat box, me. Just type in the chat box, me. How many of you know about the Rocky story? Okay, many of you are typing yes, super. Okay, Sylvester Stallone didn't come from a very rich background. All his life, it was a struggle. When at the time of delivery, because the doctor used a particular instrument, he got a type of paralysis in his face. So even now you can see that particular impact on his face. Moreover, because he used a particular drug when he was a child, he lost his voice. And with a lot of effort, he got it back, but not to the same extent. So you can see his stammering and struggling with respect to the clarity in his speech. But with all that, he made it big in Hollywood. How did this happen? Right? From his childhood, he had the aspiration to become an actor. He always wanted to become an actor, but he didn't know how. But he had that aspiration to become an actor. He struggled hard, went to classes for acting, even went for script writing classes. He started writing scripts. He wrote and discarded many scripts. But one day, he got the opportunity to see the fight of Muhammad Ali and one more person, where he saw the other person taking all the hit by Muhammad Ali. Entire audience knew even before that fight that Muhammad Ali would win, but they saw a very good opponent giving an equal challenge to Muhammad Ali. When he witnessed this particular fight, he came back and wrote the Rocky story. It was 90 pages story that he wrote. He went to several producers and directors where he was rejected several times. He finally met one pair of producers who said that we will produce the story, you just give the script and we will pay you $100,000. At that time, $100,000 was a very big amount. He was happy, but he had one more condition, that he would agree only when they agreed that he would be the lead actor in that movie. They didn't agree. They said that, no, you are new to the movie industry. You don't know acting. Audience have not seen you. We don't want to risk this much of money. So he rejected that offer. A time came when he had only $106 in the bank account. And it became worse and worse. And he had to even sell his dog that he loved the most for survival. Finally, he was able to crack the deal with the same producers when he told that I would take only 30% of whatever you have offered if you allow me to be the lead role. They thought and they agreed for that. They paid him only $30,000 while initially they had offered $100,000. And rest is the history. He went back to get back his dog, but that person was hesitant because he had hesitant to give back the dog because he had built good relationship with that dog. But later he convinced him and took him at $15,000. He had sold it for $25, but took it back by paying $15,000. That's the Rocky story. What do we learn from this story? Let us focus now on what it takes to be an entrepreneur. The first and foremost, he had the clarity of what he wanted. Second thing, he had in mind what is the expected outcome. Third thing, what's your why? He wanted to know why that was required. He knew that only if he does the lead role, he could do justice to his script. And he took massive action. He worked for 5 hours every day to build that kind of a body. Not for days, not for weeks, but for years. He used to work for 5 hours every single day and used to take even acting classes late in the evening after working for earning his food. He used to measure the results. If things doesn't work, then change the approach. Don't change the goal. This is a simple formula to achieve success. So success has a formula and it can be practiced like any other skill. Let us move quickly to the entrepreneurship mindset. Why does everybody cannot become an entrepreneur? What it takes to be an entrepreneurship mindset? Can you people start typing in the chat box quickly, according to you, what do you think that entrepreneurship mindset should be? Type in the chat box. I want each one of you to participate. Type in the chat box, according to you, what do you think that entrepreneurs should have? What should be the thought process for an entrepreneur? Can you all participate in the chat? Visionary. Okay, Abhishek is telling visionary. Right. You need to have a vision. Super. Next. Determination. Chandana is telling determination. Wonderful. What else to become an entrepreneur? Only two people. Leadership skills. Uday. Yes, leadership skills are very much important. Smart thinking. Akshay. Okay, good. You need to think smart. Self-confidence. Venkat. Sai Prasad. Yes, self-confidence is also very much important. What else? Initial funding. Abhishek. Yes, some initial funding is required. Okay. Next. Taking risks. Charan. Super. Dedication and problem solving skills. Sadhana. Yes. You need to be dedicated and problem solving skills. Discipline. Deepak. Definitely yes. Should be discipline. It's a very key feature. What next? Execution capabilities. Neha. Correct. What else? Okay. While all of you have been, whatever you have shared is right, but let us see now what it takes to be an entrepreneur. And first, let me talk about why entrepreneurship. If you have to enjoy the freedom of time and money, both together, you need to choose this opportunity of entrepreneurship. If you are seeing a lot of problems around you and you are blaming that problem is from the government, is from the current business owners or from any other authorities, and you see that still that problem is not solved, you should think of solving the problem by yourself, by being an entrepreneur. If you see that your near and dear ones can lead a better life, you should choose entrepreneurship as an opportunity. If you want to pick up your child and drop the child to the school during working hours, you need to be an entrepreneur. If you want to take break whenever you want to, and if you want to do something that you love, something that you are passionate about, you need to choose this path of entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship comes initially with hardship. You should do the things which other people do not do for 5 years so that you can live a life which other people cannot afford when you are a successful entrepreneur. Let us understand this logically. I am going to talk about Wealth Matrix by Robert Kiyosaki. The whole world is divided into 4 quadrants, X side and Y side. First quadrant is employee quadrant. In employee quadrant, what we do is that we trade time with money. We invest our time for which we get money. We work for 8 hours, we get paid. If we want to earn more, we join one more part-time job where we get additional money. Can we join the third part-time job? If you are capable of doing more part-time jobs, you can, but there is a time limit. What is the time limit? We have only 24 hours in a day. That's the time limit. You require some hours for sleep also to rest, right? That's the time limit. How can you scale this business of earning? Probably marry somebody who is also working. So you get another 24 hours. What next? Right? There is a limitation beyond 48 hours, you and your spouse, right? Now, self-employed. Self-employed and employed, both of them trade time to money. Self-employed are those who are running a shop, running their own, shop or showroom or business, which their time is required to run that particular activity every single day. What is the risk in these 2 quadrants, employee and self-employed quadrant? If time involved becomes 0, the money earning capability will become 0. For some reason, if you are not well, you can't work in your particular job, in your particular self-employed business for say 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. Do you think that you can get the money continuously during that period? No, right? So that's because In these two quadrants, we are trading time for money. Money is directly proportional to the time. And this is high risk scenario. Luckily, many of them are super successful in these two segments also. So I'm not discarding these two activities. You can be the CEO of a company, COO of a company, and you can be presidents, vice presidents of a company. You can do really well as an employee and self-employed also. But I'm telling you the limitation, the risks involved. Now coming to the other two segments. This is also called a linear curve. This is also called an active income. Other two quadrants are investor quadrant and big business quadrant. Let us understand a little bit about investor quadrant. Take the example of banks and lending institutions. What they do is that they have some additional money other than that is required for their lifestyle to be led. That additional money, they will lend it to other three quadrants. Self-employed people, employed people, and big business owners. And we three people will give back their money along with the interest so that they earn back more than whatever they have invested. That means that money is earning money for them. It's not their time. Initially, to set up this particular business, they invest time, but after that, it's mainly the money which is making money for them. That is about investor. What about big business owners? Take the example of Narayan Murthy of Infosys. Even he is a human being like us. He has also got 24 hours and he is investing say 8 hours initially for his business, probably 10 hours, probably 15 hours, 16 hours initially. But what happens over a period, once he starts building his business, 5 people start working along with him, 10 people start working along with him, 25 people start working along with him, 1,000, 2,000, 20,000, 25,000, 50,000, and now 1,50,000 employees are there working for him. He is investing 8 hours of his time every day, while his team is investing 1.5 lakh into 8, right? 15, that is close to 1.2 lakh, 12 lakh hours, 1.5 lakh into 8, almost 12 lakh hours per day is the investment towards his business. If his 8 hours becomes 4 hours, 2 hours, or even 0, will his income become 0? No. Over a period, it reaches a touch point, which is called the trust point, beyond which it is also called the exponential turnaround point. And after that, the curve starts becoming exponential. Your time is nowhere dependent to the money that you earn. So it is totally disproportional. It is called passive income. It has got low risk in the long time period. Let us understand the next side of it. 95% of the people belong to the X side, employees and self-employed, while 5% of the people are investors and big business owners. And one more irony is that 5% of the world wealth is shared by employee and self-employed, while 95% of the world's wealth is owned by investors and big business owners. Now the question for you guys, I'm going to run a poll. Now the question, where do you want to be? Where do you want to be? Just participate in the poll and tell me, where do you want to be, in the X side or the Y side? Where do you want to be, in the X side or the Y side? X side, where 95% of the world population is there, sharing 5% of the world wealth, while Y side, where 5% of the world population is there, owning 95% of the wealth. It is not wrong to be in the X side. Only thing that we need to know is that by being in the X side, can we put some effort so that in the long run, at least we can start moving to the Y side. All of a sudden, we can't build overnight a company like Infosys, right? It takes 3 decades of hardship to build a company like that. But if you have the mindset, one day you can be in Y side of the quadrant. Now being in X side is definitely not a problem. Even I am in the X side. Only difference is I am self-employed. I am moving slowly towards the Y side. That's my goal, to go to the Y side. Wonderful. Let me share the results. See how many of you, 31% of you want to be in the X side, while 69% of you want to be in the Y side. Okay, great. Now, let me move on to the next topic. What does it take initially to move towards entrepreneurship and success? First and foremost, you should have 100% faith in your coach, in your guru, your teacher, your principal, your department head, the subject teacher. Why? Because there is a verse in Vedas. Mantre tirthe dvije deve daivagne bheshaje gurav yadrishi bhavanam kuryat siddhir bhavati tadrishi. Mantre, in the mantras, in the Vedic verses, tirthe, in the pious places, tirtha yatra is what we say. Mantre tirthe, that is also called as the tirtha that you take in the temples. Dvije, in the Brahmins. Deve, in the gods. Daivagna, in the people who know about gods. Veshaje, doctors. And Gurav, teachers. If you have 100% faith, you have 100% results. Yadrishi bhavanam kuryat siddhir bhavati tadrishi. You have 5% faith, 5% result. 10% faith, 10% results. 50% faith, 50% results. This is the reason why, though the teacher teaches all 100 students equally, few of them become toppers and few of them not. This is the reason of not having 100% faith. My coach, I have been trained by Jack Canfield on success principles. My coach says that if you have 1% doubt, you have 100% out. Even if you have 1% doubt with your coach or guru, you are 100% out, because remaining 90%, 99% will not make any difference if you have 1% doubt. So what should be your mindset? How the mindset is done? The mindset is done with these 9 things. The thoughts that you have every single day. There are 60,000 thoughts that comes every single day. But how do you manage those 60,000 thoughts? What thoughts you give more strength on? What thoughts you give more power to will define what you are going to achieve in life. What is the faith that you have? Do you have the faith in yourself? Do you have the faith that you can succeed? Do you have the faith in your teachers that they can make you succeed? Do you have the faith in your institution that they can give you a good career? Do you have faith in your own parents, your friends, which will make you successful? The gratitude, even 1% help if you have taken, if you give gratitude, if you have the gratitude that yes, I have got this help from this person, that will define success for you. The habits, your previous karma, the money blueprint, the success blueprint, the circle of influence, which are those people that you are surrounded with, and your dreams. These are the things which will define your mindset. Sorry. Let me talk about the top 3 secrets of success. The top 3 secrets are, if you have a clearly defined dream or a mission or a goal, is the first step. Now, let me ask each one of you, how many of you have dreams? Can you just tell me about your dreams? It can be, just open it up. Don't worry that your teachers are seeing. You just talk about beautiful cars, bikes, holiday vacations, the beautiful house. What is that dream or what you want to become? Type in the chat window what kind of dream that you have. One single dream. What is that dream that each one of you have? What is that goal that you have? Start typing the chat window. Start typing the chat window. What is that one thing that you have as a dream? What's your dream? I don't see people with dreams. What happened, students? Car. Nitin is telling car. What kind of a car? Is it Maruti 800? Is it Hyundai? Is it Audi? Is it Mercedes? What is that? Range Rover. Yeah, traveling the world. Uday is telling traveling the world. Even if it is Range Rover, you should be very specific. Whether it is Range Rover, Rogue Collection, what is the color? Whether it is dual tone. Writing books and publishing my own written books. Sadhana is telling she wants to be an author one day. Wonderful. What else? Want to be a good citizen, Deepak. Yes, each one of us have to be good citizens. But for being a good citizen, how do you define good citizenship? You need to be even more precise. There are 100 students, but only 3 dreams. What happened? Students come up. What's your dream? What's your dream? If you don't have a dream or a goal, what is that you are going to achieve? Space exploration, Abhishek, wonderful. So you space exploration, either ISRO or NASA should be the target for you. Wonderful. Next, only 4 out of 100 people have dreams. SpaceX, wonderful, Abhishek. What else are your dreams? Type some of your dreams. If you don't have a dream, you can't achieve. First, you need to dream. Then only you can achieve. You should have a goal. If you don't have a dream, if you don't have a goal, you can't achieve. Wonderful. Okay, let us move on. Having a dream, a mission or a goal is very, very important for you to achieve your goals. Second important thing is you should daily focus on your goals by hearing, reading, and affirmations. And you should take, we call it as atomic habits. The atomic habit says that take 1 step at a time daily towards your goal. Even if it is 1 degree more that you have achieved, that is good enough. And having a coach. Why should you have a coach? You need not do all the mistakes that your coaches have done. They have invested time in learning from others and also through their experiences. With this, they can help you to achieve your goals faster. That's why you need to have a coach. It can be if your parent is a business owner running a family business, you should accept your father, big brother, or uncle, any one of them as a coach. Only then you will be able to learn. If you think that what they know, I know more, then you will not be able to learn. So before we move on entrepreneurship models, I want each one of you to place your right hand at your heart and repeat after me as an affirmation. Maybe 1 or 2 of you can unmute also. Winning the mind game. Can you people repeat after me as an affirmation? Winning the mind game. Whatever you perceive and conceive in your mind, only that you can achieve. And with these affirmations, you can actually achieve more than what you are currently. Winning the mind game. I create my life. I create the exact amount of my financial success. I play the money game to win. My intention is to create wealth and abundance. I admire and model rich and successful people. I believe money is important, money is freedom and makes life more enjoyable. I get rich doing what I love. I deserve to be rich because I add value to other people's lives. I am a generous giver and an excellent receiver. I am truly grateful for all the money I have now. Lucrative opportunities always come my way. My capacity to earn, hold, and grow money expands day by day. This is something that I learned from Harveka, from Millionaire Mastermind Intensive. From that day on, my life has changed. Let us move towards entrepreneurship models. I want you to participate in the chat and tell me some businesses that you admire. Take the name of any businesses that you admire the most. What are those businesses that you admire? What businesses that you admire? Take the name of some businesses that you admire, or you think that they have done really well. They are super successful in whatever they have done. For example, Infosys, TCS, Cognizant, Wipro, HCL Technologies. What more? Microsoft, Apple. What businesses that get in your mind? If the college has to get you a campus interview and get you the job, which is the dream company that you are looking for to enter into? Which is the dream company? Tata, wonderful, Tata Group. Next. What else? Only Tata. Tesla, super. Then only 2 of them won campus interview. Dr. Shivkumar's job is so simple now. He needs to focus on only 2 people. Okay, who else? Others you don't want to participate in campus interview? ABB, Rakesh, wonderful. ABB is a very good company. Blue Origin, Abhishek, wonderful. Then, who else? Next, which company that you want to get your dream job? Accenture, again a good company. Sadhana, yes. What else? Which other companies? Accenture is a consulting company. ABB is a manufacturing and especially into transmission and control and automation business. Jindal Steel and Tata Group into construction and steel. Wonderful. Tesla into automobile, right? There's so many things. Infosys. Now let us talk about the models. All the businesses in the world can be classified into only these 7 categories. There are only 7 different types of models. One is manufacturing. You can take example of Toyota, Hyundai, any of these automobile manufacturers. They are manufacturing vehicles. TVS Motors, they are manufacturing 2-wheelers. Honda Motor Car, they are manufacturing 2-wheelers and also cars. Distribution, you take a bulk of the responsibility of a particular geography and you take care of the distribution rights. This is the second type of business model. What is the third type of business model? The third type of business model is that retail. You open a Airtel retail store, you open an Apple retail store, you open a McDonald's retail store, you open Cafe Coffee Day retail, you open Reliance Trends if they are giving franchising. Reliance Trends are all owned by themselves. I think. You can similarly more, all these retail chains. You see groceries, you see small shops, all these are into retail. Then comes Shopper Stop, one more retail. Then services, you can get into services like Accenture, they are into services. KPMG, they are into services. Cognizant, they are into services. They provide services using manpower for which they are compensated for the man-hour effort that they are giving to their clients. Franchisee model. You can get into a franchisee, you can own a franchisee. What is the advantage? By taking a franchisee, your chances of being successful is high. Why? Because the parent company has already put in a lot of effort and build a brand, build a method, they have built a process, they have built the funding structure, they have built the ROI structure around it. So it is easy, like Green Trends. Our CK Kumarvale's Naturals Beauty Salon. It is also a franchisee model. And then Thyrocare, right? These are all franchisee models where you can take the franchisee and see how you can make it successful through that. McDonald's is also a franchisee model. Domino's is also a franchisee model. So finally, then you have aggregation. Who are the aggregators? Aggregators are those who aggregate certain set of services and give. Swiggy is an aggregator. Ola, they do not own even a single car, but they have the largest fleet. They are aggregators. Uber, they do not own a single car, but they have a fleet of cars. And now they are talking about even air ambulance services. These are aggregators. Zomato, aggregator, right? These are all aggregators. Dunzo, who are into delivery, they are aggregators, aggregator of delivery team, right? So aggregation is also a type of business. And the seventh one is called the success formula model or the freedom model, where you don't have to invest huge amount of money. You don't have to have a product. We make the person himself or herself as a business, where you can have a freedom lifestyle. You can have success in whatever you are good at, and we can build that model for you. We'll talk about it a little later. How many of you are excited to know how to start? Type in the chat box, excited. Are you excited to know how to start your entrepreneurship journey? I also want to know from some of you who all want to become entrepreneurs. You just type in the chat box, me. Type me in the chat box. Many of you, wonderful. Wonderful. Chandana. Abhishek. Sanjay. Manju. Rakesh. Super. So, Prahlad Kulkarni. Lot of them want, all of you, I insist the answer to our country's unemployment is entrepreneurship. You can't be dependent on a foreign company to create jobs for us. Even those companies who are giving jobs for us, we need to respect them. But if they have some trouble there in their land, they can't give that jobs to us. Then automatically overnight that jobs will go. So what is the best method? Be dependent. As the glory of ancient India, that we were the land of entrepreneurs. We were having that skills in our own house, family run businesses and skills, because of which there was absolutely no unemployment. So entrepreneurship is the key to achieve that. Now, how do you start? There are 4 steps to entrepreneurship journey. How many steps? 4 steps. The first step is called idea generation. Generating an idea. It is great if you have an idea already, but there are techniques to generate an idea. I will talk about it. Second step is called idea validation. Third step is called effectuation. And fourth step is the Nike punchline. Just do it. Start the venture. Don't think too much, right? So how do you generate ideas? First and foremost, you can generate ideas by seeing around you some of the problems. Say, for example, there is a drinking water problem around your area. That's a problem. What can be the idea for business? You can start a mineral water, either manufacturing or distribution around your area. Since there is a scarcity around your area for drinking water, and if you manage the cost at a beautiful price, then people will come to you. Government has created that 5 rupee drinking water machines, right? So many of them shifted from Bisleri to that. Why? Because they are giving that quality water at a price of 5 rupees. As an entrepreneur, can you make it 4 rupees? Can you make it 3.5 rupees and give that same quality water for the citizens? Then you have an idea, right? If you see that many people struggle to make filter coffee, then you can come up with how do you give them the filter coffee decoction with that same aroma which they can enjoy, which ID as a company has come up with, dosa batter and ID filter coffee essence, right? If you find that people are facing problem in and around in having a good restaurant, a fast food chain. You can open a fast food business around that area. That's an idea, how you generate, right? So how do you validate an idea? Now, that is something small that I have given, but you can also think in bigger terms. For example, if you want to make it big, like Dunzo or Swiggy, take any of the current businesses and see whether you can make it better with your ideas by quality, by cost, and by making life easy for more and more people. That can generate an idea. There are different methods of generating an idea. Second way of generating idea is to follow on the pains. What are all the pains that people are going through? Third thing is you can see what is the cost reduction that you can make in the current businesses that are around you, right? If you think for 1%, you will not get anything other than entrepreneurship. For example, when we are born in a hospital run by an entrepreneur. We were given some Cerelac or an equivalent of that, which is again from an entrepreneur. We went to school run by an entrepreneur or a trust. We purchased beautiful clothes run by an entrepreneur. If we fell ill, we went to a doctor who was self-employed and an entrepreneur. Medicines that he gave or she gave was from a pharmacy, again from an entrepreneur, right? There are a lot of things that entrepreneurs can contribute from, and you can get a lot of ideas. Even the cars, the houses, the villas, the vacations, the flights, anything that you want to consume, you are consuming today is coming from an entrepreneur. So generating an idea is not a problem, but how do you validate an idea? We will come to it in the next slide. So these are some of the techniques for idea validation. How do you validate a particular idea? First and foremost, there are 4 steps. It's called as SLAT. We call it as SLAT. First one is search. You can search in Google and Amazon and see if somebody is doing that kind of a business or an idea. At what stage they are in. Are they in initial stage? Then can you quickly bring it up as an idea? Is something that you can do. Use Google and Amazon for search. Second thing is listen. Quora, blogs, social media. Listen to them and see what all they talk about your idea in these media, Quora, blogs, or social media. Then you will come to know whether that idea is worth it or not. Then you can do surveys. You can check with your near and dear ones, family, friends, and relatives. You can run a survey and say, this is my idea. What do you think about this idea? Give some 4 or 5 questions. Let them answer. You can do surveys. You can actually go out and talk to people and do interviews and check whether that can actually make a difference for them, right? And then test, give some free courses or feedback, give a sample of the work that you have done or the product that you have created and see whether that is giving great result, whether it is creating more synergy with the prospective audience. That's how you do the idea validation. There is an in-depth process of validating the idea, which in this short time, we can't address it, but probably if you are interested to take up the entrepreneurship journey, I would be happy to take you through that. So, and then the next 2 steps are effectuation. Effectuation is something where one of your friends had written in the chat window that money, initial funding is very, very important. But what if I say that once you generate an idea and validate the idea, and I say with the limited resources that you have, can you just see how to start that business with the limited resources and money that you have? That is called effectuation. In GE, though it was a very large company when I was working, I was doing research in the area of retinal MR. The first thing in my coaching that they were telling is that you should actually use the resources, whatever you have, and bring out the results than cribbing about not having a particular resource. You can't say that I want a 4.5 Tesla magnet while you are using a 1.5 Tesla magnet MRI, right? You have to see whether you can run that algorithm in 1 Tesla MR machine or 1.5 Tesla MR machine than cribbing about I want a 4.5 Tesla machine. So Fourth one is just do it. Start the venture. Once investor knows that you have that passion to start with whatever you have, lot of investors would be interested to invest in you. Only when you start cribbing that you can't start without having the money initially, people would get that doubt. But if you start off with whatever you have and you can start showing results and perceive it without losing track in between, then nothing can stop you. Money will also come to you. How many of you want to know super fast business building formula? What is super fast business building formula? You just say me in the chat box. How many of you want to know super fast business building formula? 5-10 minutes, we'll wrap up this. You can just type me, super fast business building formula. Without taking, Infosys has taken 3 decades, while Facebook has taken less than a decade to become more value, more valuable in terms of market value than even Infosys. How is that possible? It's possible, right? Facebook has got a greater valuation than combined valuation of several software companies. How was that possible? So first of all, you should think that it is possible. Then only impossible will start becoming possible. Great. Now let us move to super fast business building formula. These are the 6 steps that are helpful in building a super fast business. 1, identify and serve a hungry market. You should know what is something which is hungry currently. Artificial intelligence, big data analytics, Hadoop, 3D animation, and now 4D, 5D, there are 7D animation also has come in. How do you work towards 7D? If you have gone to Singapore Universal Studios, you will experience how would be a 7D experience. You will actually feel that something is hitting you, something is falling on you, and you would be experiencing the drive as if you're only driving the vehicle, right? Identify and serve a hungry market. It can be as simple as an idli batter. ID did a wonderful thing by bringing an idli batter. How many of them now use grinders or mixies for making batter at home? Very rare. People go and purchase Nandini batter or ID batter, right? Work smart, not hard. Plan to work for 4 hours per week. Working hard initially is important, but working smart is as important as working hard. Why? Because you should not be working hard for something which others have already worked and failed. You should learn from that failure and quickly start working smartly. You should build systems. You should not do something that computers can do. Humans should not something what computers can do. Adopt technology, adopt software, build artificial intelligence, tools, automation, right? And systems in place. 4th one is automate the entire process. Once you automate the process, things will start becoming less and less dependent on people. People fail, systems do not, right? So you build a system where the less dependency on people is there in the whole business model that you put. Delegate non-core activities. You should bifurcate your business into core and non-core, and then try to delegate non-core activities to others so that you can focus on your core activity. Why? Because say if you are a painter, you are a beautiful painter, I can take up the responsibility of marketing, but I will not be able to take the responsibility of a painting. You are a good painter. You have learned it from Karnataka Chitrakala Parishad. You have put in effort of decades to become a great painter, right? I can't do that just because if you delegate me, nobody would buy whatever I would paint. This is the difference between core and non-core. And take data-driven decisions. Measure each and every activity and take decisions based on the data. Are you ready for a story? How many of you are ready for a story? Just type me. I want you to type in the chat box, Golden Buddha. Type in the chat box, Golden Buddha. Type in the chat box, Golden Buddha. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Super. The Anand Sagar students are super responsive. Very happy that I am here. Super responsive. Okay, hear carefully to this particular story. In Thailand, there is this famous temple called Golden Temple. Once, this was not a golden Buddha. It was made up of mud. And a priest was worshipping there for several years and decades. Right from his small childhood, he was worshipping in that Buddha temple. When there was an invasion to Thailand, the invaders took away all the wealth and they were looting whatever they could from the wealth that they could find in that particular country. Finally, when they came to this temple, they saw this mud idol of Buddha along with the priest. They just spared it, that it's of no value. That's how it got spared in Thailand. After several years, when they wanted to expand the road, the government gave a notification to this priest saying that we are relocating your Buddha statue and your temple to a different location because we are constructing a road here. And in that country, the rule is you can't go against the country, government's decision. The decision made is made. So they just shifted overnight that particular statue to a different place. The priest's heart was broken. He was worshipping in that location for several decades, right from childhood. And his means for life was only that. And he was so sorry. He was crying for all night. And early in the morning, with the sunlight, with all the tears that was falling on Buddha statue, he saw that there is something which is sparkling. There was a scratch, and because he was crying because of his tears, he could see that something got washed away. The mud got washed away. Then he thought, oh, my idol is broken. What has happened? He just saw there, and then he found that it's not broken. And finally, he just saw a sparkling metal inside. Then he started clearing. Then he started clearing the entire statue, all the mud, and finally he could see the golden Buddha. And the entire country citizens gathered there and started worshipping. And they told this priest as the somebody who is blessed by the God. That's how the golden Buddha came in. And finally, this priest also became wealthy because that got recognized worldwide. What do we learn from this golden Buddha? There are a lot of misconceptions, limited beliefs, negative thoughts. Because somebody is telling that you are not good in something, you can't write well, you can't read well, you can't do business, you can't be an entrepreneur, you have to work, you have to do hard work and you should go to work. That's it. You can't be a good speaker, you can't be a good orator, you can't get into public speaking, you can't be a good politician. Politicians are born in political families. You can't be an IAS officer. All these are misbeliefs. These are all the mud that is covering this golden Buddha. Once you start removing that mud around, you will realize that each one of you have a golden Buddha inside you. That is something which has to shine. That is something which has to come out as the golden Buddha. And I wish each one of you realize your golden Buddha inside at the earliest. I want, with this majorly it is done, I am going to talk about some gifts for each one of you. I've got a gift that I want to give each one of you. But before that, I want each one of you to type some of the pain points that you think to become an entrepreneur. Now that you have heard so many things, what do you think because of people that who have told you? What are the pain points do you see that can actually be a roadblock for you to achieve your success or entrepreneurship? Type in your chat window and tell me, what do you think that pain points can be? What do you think the pain point can be? Just type. What is that pain point What are the pain points? Funding, marketing, finding an idea. Students, participate. What do you think that can be a lack of knowledge? Money. What else? What else do you think that can be a limitation for you to achieve your goal? Willpower, self-confidence, financial capabilities, procrastination, communication skill. Okay, there will be several lakhs and lakhs of reasons, right? In the early days of my entrepreneurship journey, I got a mentor, a coach who taught me to focus on results. He used to ask me reasons or results, whether you want to focus on reasons or you want to focus on results, right? There are several reasons why you can't start an entrepreneurship journey or why you can't be successful. But once you make up a will, you make up your mind to be successful, nothing can stop you. You have to do whatever it takes. You should have a clear dream. Paste a picture, create a picture and keep seeing it every single day that I want to achieve this. If you want a particular car, paste that picture and keep seeing it and say, and if you get a chance to do a test drive, go and test drive that car, feel that car. How do you feel by driving that car? Then you will know what it takes. Then you will do that hard work that is required to purchase that car, right? So the solution is the only difference between the rich and the poor is rich people have got that additional knowledge that the poor people do not have. If you can acquire that knowledge, you can also become rich. It is not the money which is earning money. It is the applied knowledge that is earning money. As Bruce Lee says, knowledge is not important. Application of knowledge is important. He is not afraid of people who know thousands of techniques. He is afraid of that one person who has practiced one technique 1,000 times, right? Start with an idea, keep practicing, keep improving on that skill, start working and improving on that idea. You will definitely find a way how to make it successful. With this, I am done. I'm just wrapping it up by giving the success formula blueprint, which is the success mindset, success strategy, and success tools. I'm going to quickly tell about the different coachings that I give. Level one is called Success Formula Blueprint, which is of 3 days, where we help people to find their life purpose and to write one-page business plan, and we help them with entrepreneurial models so that they can arrive at a particular model so that they can move on. Then we have a Success Formula Challenge of 30 days, where we help them start their business in 30 days. In less than a month, they can start their business. Build digital infra for success, success marketing strategy, build teams for success. How do you build the right teams who can contribute towards your success? And then we have Mastery, which is of 90 days, where we help you stabilize the business and start making that business auto run in 90 days. And finally, we have Success Formula Intensive, which is a group of people working towards a common journey of entrepreneurship, where you will start learning through your peer and the group. And then finally, Success Formula Academy, where the teachings from not only me, but from several successful entrepreneurs, you can start learning from this academy, which can help you grow as a successful entrepreneur. With this, I want to come to the gift. Life purpose is very, very important. This is the first step of anybody to become successful, either as a student, as a teacher, as a employee, as a CEO, as a VP, as a marketing person, salesperson, business person, anything that you want to become. Even if you want to become a good housewife, if you want to become a good homemaker, you should know your life purpose. Why exactly you are doing what you are doing is very, very critical. There are 2 important dates in one's life: the date when you are born and the date when you know why you are born. Do you know why you are working as hard as you are? What is the driving reason behind everything you do? This is very, very critical for your life purpose. So I want to write a quick poll. Participate in the poll and let me know whether you have a clear mission, what you want to achieve in life, whether you have that clarity in your life purpose. If you don't know, no problem, but you can be eager to discover for yourself. Wonderful. Beautiful participation. Another 10 more seconds. We will stop the poll. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm going to stop the poll. Now let me share the results. I congratulate all of you. This 45% of the people who are having clarity about what they want to do with their life. This is the first step for becoming successful. I congratulate you. You are on the success path. For the people who are 55%, don't have to worry. You might not know and you might not have the clarity of your life purpose now, but you can be taught and you can realize your life purpose with a small 2.5 hour coaching, which I am going to help you with. Okay, wonderful. So finally, I want to give a gift for each one of you, for all those who are attending this session, especially for electrical and electronics engineering department of Dayanand Sagar College of Engineering. I want to give this particular coaching of finding your life purpose entirely free. This costs 4,999 rupees for a 2.5 hour session. This, you are getting it entirely free. I am giving you a link. I want people, I want each one of you to go register to this particular event, which is Find Your Life Purpose, that is happening on this 13th Sunday from 9 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. 2.5 hours, 9 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. I am going to tell you, this is going to change your life. This is going to change the mission. This is going to change the way that you see your life, because you will have clarity in what you want to do. Go ahead and register exclusively free only for the participants of today's seminar. I will also give this link for Dr. Shiv Kumar, which he can share it with the department team, not to be shared for others. This is exclusively a free session only for the students of Dayanand Sagar Engineering, which I am giving it completely free of cost. Okay. So before we wrap up, I would like to thank the principal, the department head, and Dr. Shiv Kumar for giving me an opportunity to deliver this particular seminar for the students of Dayanand Sagar College of Engineering, Electrical and Electronics Department. And I want you to participate in a feedback poll. I would definitely want to improve myself every time that I deliver. So for that reason, I want each one of you to participate in this particular poll. Please select one of the options. Did you enjoy the online seminar today, and how was the experience? You can rate the seminar, and I would be happy to see what can be improved. Thank you. Wonderful. What a great initiative that Dayanand Sagar has got, where you have department level activities to help you become entrepreneurs. This is the key opportunity that you guys have. Entrepreneurship is the only answer for unemployment problem of our country. No other solution is there. There is no other solution. You need to take up this as an opportunity, or you need to be so good and take up dominant positions in leading companies so that you can create an impact, right? Any one of them, be a great employee and drive like Satya Nadella, like Shubha Maya. So many people who as an employee have impacted a lot to the human race. Okay, I'm going to end the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, great. Thank you so much for your feedback. I'm very happy. Thanks for rating excellent for the seminar. Thank you very much. I'm going to share the results. Thank you so much for rating the seminar. Definitely we will see how to improve every time. Thank you. Okay, over to Dr. Shiv Kumar.
Sir, please,
thank you very much.
Can we spend some few minutes for question sessions?
We can. So these are my contact details. People who want to take my contact can take a screenshot. This is my phone number. You can reach me through WhatsApp. This is my WhatsApp number also. This is my mail ID. Since I have got multiple email IDs, I have restricted it to one email ID where I can coordinate and respond fast, right? And then this is my Facebook ID, harish.hn.77. You can send me a friend request. I can definitely accept it. I'm so happy that you are able to participate here. You can also join my group called Success Formula Mastermind, where you get regular coaching to become successful in personal and professional life as a student and even in your career or in your business. Success principles remain the same, right? So that's it from my side. Open for some question and answers. You can go ahead.
So
what
before
you can do,
interaction,
raise hand in participant list. Depending on that, Dr. Shiv Kumar will give an opportunity.
Sir, before interaction, a few seconds, we would like to convey our sincere thanks, especially during this lockdown session. Sorry, during this lockdown period. Even this lockdown, Mr. Harish is a very busy consultant. I no need to tell you. Even his busy schedule, he has allotted this webinar schedule to us, especially based on our convenience, not only his convenience. He has allotted the schedule based on our department convenience. He has accepted. Really, we feel like energized as well as educated, especially in this entrepreneurship field. See, the theoretical models, he has explained with the theoretical models, with the real-time examples, with memorable stories. So it's like an excellent session so far we had. Once again, I'll congratulate Mr. Harish as a successful consultant in this entrepreneurship field. And I convey our sincere thanks on behalf of our institute, the Institute Innovation Council, the management, the principal, head of the department, all our faculty and staff, all our student friends. And apart from this, he has extended his big hand to all our students beyond this webinar. He has given freely his training to all of our students. He has extended this opportunity. Surely we will utilize this opportunity. Our students will utilize this opportunity, and the students will apply all your teachings to their future life, especially in this entrepreneurship field. So once again, our sincere thanks to you, sir, on behalf of our college and Institution and Innovation Council. Thank you so much, sir. You please continue the interactive.
Thanks, Dr. Shiv Kumar, for the wonderful opportunity. It's always a pleasure for me to inspire and motivate students, because they are the future of our country. They are the ones who are going to solve the problem. They are the ones who are going to build the golden era of India, right? So fine. So any questions? People are either you can type, if you can see, you can type in the chat window any particular question, or if you want to speak, you can raise your hand. Raise hand option is there in the Zoom. You can use that so that I can give an opportunity for you to talk. If any of you have got question, you please raise hand so that I'll be more than happy to answer the questions. Or you can type in the chat window any specific questions that you have. Dr. Shiv Kumar, I will give the registration link.
Yes, sir.
You can just give it to only your students. It is not for outside. This is a paid event,
Sure,
but only for your students. I am giving it completely free for this Sunday event. You can circulate it among your students.
Thank you, sir. We will share it in our group.
I will do that. Any question? Any question?
Please exit from this. If you please exit from this share screen, so we can get.
Yeah, we can stop the share screen now.
Yes,
yeah. I will also stop live streaming. Okay, so any questions? You can feel free to ask questions. Only those who ask questions can grow, right? You should ask relevant questions. You should always ask questions. Even if it is a dumb question, don't worry. No, you can't classify a question as a dumb question or a right question, right? Question is a question which requires an answer.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, please tell me.
Sir, the Indian entrepreneur called G.R. Gopinathan, sir, the ex-captain of Indian Air Force.
Okay.
He actually is like his self-retirement from Air Force, and then he built up his aviation field in Deccan.
Deccan Air, yeah, correct.
Yes. But he not continue with his journey in that field also. But later he came with Kingfisher called Vijay Mallya, under ownership of Vijay Mallya. He tied with his business with those, but later a lot of losses in this field, but they're not continuing today. The reason, what's the behind of that one, sir? Like suppose if I want to be a grower, but there are a lot of obstacles and breakups came to us.
Okay, I got your question. See, he became successful with his idea, low-cost airfare, but later when he merged his business with Kingfisher, even Deccan lost its identity. This is your question. Wonderful question.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See, as an entrepreneur, your job is to pursue your dreams. You have achieved that dream. But as a business, you will have a lot of challenges that will come. As I told you, data-driven decisions. When it becomes difficult for you to run a business, either you have to shut down that business or you have to hand it over to somebody who can handle that business. Gopinath didn't knew that Kingfisher would go under loss. At that time when Deccan was sold to Kingfisher, Gopinath wanted to pursue his other aspirations of air ambulance and other goals that he wanted to achieve, while he wanted to give this particular low carrier airfare to Kingfisher. But post that, if you see, it's not Gopinath who underwent losses. He got the money that he wanted for the sale of Deccan. It's Kingfisher. Kingfisher was also a good airline. I had traveled in Kingfisher several times. I had traveled in Deccan also. I knew the value that Deccan gave without giving any additional benefits. But I knew what Kingfisher experience was, So it was basically a failure of mismanagement or misplanning. For that reason only, you require the right mentors. But in general, airline industry, very few of them in India are making profits because of regulatory issues. Now, because of pandemic, all their fleet is landed, but still they have to pay the salaries of their large crew and employees. And it is a tough business, not a business that is something can be started just like that. But if you think as a student that you can build a similar low fare airline, nothing is going to stop. You start thinking on that line. If you are thinking on that line, the method, the way will always come. My mentor says that there is always a way where there is a will. The way is on its way. So you need to perceive. The way is on its way. So you should not leave the hope. You should keep perceiving, and opportunities will come. For the answer for you, the reason can be multifold. It can be mismanagement. It can be not getting the right data for making decisions, or having over aspiration, thinking that we will acquire a larger market capitalization. So all that can be a limited things, reasons why it would have become a failure. Yeah, hope I have answered the question. Any other question?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Is it necessary to have a patent of a new gadget to start, which is not in the market at present? Okay, so very good question. You know, this is a very good question from who is this? Abhishek, is it? I'm not able to see. Okay, Abhishek. Okay. So whenever you generate an idea, an indigenous product, you need to first do the validation. Don't go for patenting, because patenting involves cost. What you have to do is that by protecting your core, just the prototype part, you see how you can write some disclosures with respect to papers, so that there are some publications in your name, and then go for prototyping and then validation. Once the validation of the gadget is done, that it can actually do something which other gadgets cannot do, other gadgets are not there in the market. At that point in time, if you don't have the money to protect it, then go for a seed funding, which is also called as an angel funding. Seed funding comes even before angel funding. With that funding, first thing that you can do is that apply for a patent. Protect the idea with first a trademark, go for a copyright, and then go for patent. Patent also has got the Indian level patent filing and global patent filing with multi-countries applicability. The cost for both differs, but there are experts in my team who can help you with this process of IP rights, IP protection, right from trademark to patents, and to manage those patents and trademarks till from trademark pending to actual trademarks that get registered. Everything can be taken care of, right? I hope I have answered the question, Abhishek. Next question, please. You can either type a question in the chat window, or you can ask the question by unmuting yourself. If you want to describe in one word about today's seminar, what would that word be? Type in the chat window. Did any one of you got the inspiration to become an entrepreneur after all this seminar? After seeing the wealth matrix, after hearing Rocky story, after hearing Golden Buddha story? In one word, if you want to describe. Informative. Good. Motivational. Inspiring. Just type one word about today's seminar, and I want each one of you to do a commitment. The commitment is, what is that one action that you are going to take after today's seminar? Whether you are going to put more hard work in studying your own subjects. Do you have an aim to become a topper in your engineering? Do you aim to start your own automobile business or electrical consulting business? See, I want to tell you, even in electrical consulting, I will give you 2-3 names. One is ABB, which is doing a very good job in electrical control and automation line. Apart from that, my first company, Kalki Communication Technologies, also they are doing really well in control and automation. Apart from that, you have got L&T, who are also into electrical consulting. You have got Skanda Electricals, based out of Mangalore. Huge, massive company. They are class 1 electrical contractors. They are massive in turnover, and majorly all the towers that you see in Karnataka are erected by these people, Skanda Electricals. And then we have got Power Systems. Like that, very few of them can reach that level. There are a lot of opportunities in electrical line also that you can think of. Okay, great. If you do not have questions, we can wind up. Now it is 1 o'clock. I don't want to be in between you and your lunch. Dr. Shivkumar, over to you, sir.
So once again, our sincere thanks and gratitude towards you, sir. Very informative and inspiring session. And I'd like to say we are not going to conclude the session with you. In fact, we feel like we are beginning another phase of the life with you. We'll have you once again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'll be very happy.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for spending your valuable time with us.
Thank you, students. Thank you, faculty members and Dr. Shivkumar. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, principal and the department head. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Have a great day.
Good day for you too, sir.
Good day. Thank you. Shall I stop recording and end the session?
Yes, sir. Yes, please.
Thank you, sir.